wanted to expose my skeletons in my closet, come on up, Chris. Come on up, Chris. I'm waiting.
It's good, Chris.
Okay, Chris, you're lying.
Darth, I wonder why he doesn't want to come up, Darth.
Because he's a liar. Okay, you're getting blocked, Chris.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me block Chris. And Chris is now getting muted. Yeah, first of all, the people who are posting this slander on internet pages, they have no idea what they're talking about. They simply do not know. They do not know my personal history.
Yes, sir. They're just lying.
They don't care.
But Darth, that's so dishonest of them to defame you like that.
Take a look at Donald Trump. We even had a billionaire funding a crazy woman in New York City to falsely accuse Donald Trump of assault.
Yeah.
When the woman literally, are you ready for this? The woman literally has no credibility.
Yeah.
If you check into her background, she's an absolute nut job. She has nothing to corroborate her story.
Yep.
Yet we have political operatives repeating the same slander and defamation that he's guilty of this. Okay? The civil trial was a hit job. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And it was done in New York City because they would pick a jury pool that was hostile to Donald Trump. It was a hit job. Okay? Why am I mentioning this? Is because we have the same kind of stuff where people want to slander me because they don't like the fact that biblical presuppositionalism, recapitulating the Christian worldview, destroys atheism. Welcome, Cautious.
Cautious, are you an atheist? Cautious.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an atheist, Lord.
Okay, why?
Before that Egyptian, I just wanted to ask why you invited me up. That's why I joined, because I was invited.
Did you make a comment in the text?
No, I'd like joined the live stream and then like 5 seconds after
people don't get people don't get invited up here without making comments in the text.
Well, look in the chat and you'll see I haven't. That's why I was asking.
Okay,
Egyptian
well, who invited him?
Egyptian did.
I didn't invite him. Maybe
do you want to
go down, or
do you want to share with us why your atheism is reasonable?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you want to share with me why you invited me up? I asked why I wasn't invited.
Okay, goodbye. Bye.
He's an atheist, Darth. Yeah.
Yeah. You see. I mean, this is even worse than a Saturday Night Live script. The non-stop stupidity, low information, low IQ, deceptiveness, evasiveness, lying, prevaricating. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up.
Yes, sir.
So where are all the intelligent atheists? Where are they? And you know what? They have no shit. They don't care.
Yes,
That's why they're on the fast train to eternal damnation. And they know they're heading in that direction, and they just simply don't care. Fennec, come on up and explain to me how I'm committing slander. Come on up.
Yeah, you need to come up, Fennec, to defend that.
Fennec, come on up and explain how I'm committing slander. Oh, look at that. He wants to accuse me of committing slander, yet he won't come up and explain himself.
Why does he want to come up, Darth?
Okay, I'm gonna block him. He's blocked, and now he's muted. Goodbye.
Yes,
Goodbye.
Yep.
You know what's so crazy is that these same people, like this Jewish guy who's singing at the top of his lungs, are the same people that are standing next to you at the grocery store. I mean,
hold on a second, Yumi. I don't know. I don't think that's the right way to spell Baron. Yeah,
that's right.
But I apologize. I'm not trying to be a spelling Nazi because I'm a terrible speller.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that's the correct way. I think Baron is spelled differently. But I will admit I'm a terrible speller.
Yeah, total. Darth, can you please block this total tasker? Look at what he's saying about you. He's defaming you, Darth.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Come on up, Total.
Kevin and Earth.
Yeah. Come on up. I'll be glad to talk with you. Come on up.
I don't think that's even true, right, Darth, what Kevin is saying. According to the National Academy of Science, 93%. I thought it was like 40% who are Christian, right? Identify as Christians from the National Academy of Science.
I don't know. I don't believe that it's that high.
Okay.
I think that's a misstatement. I would say that probably a statistical majority
atheists?
are either atheist or lean in that direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. I'm looking for that comment as somebody is trying to bring up my personal history. Notice how these people keep on trying to defame me about alleged details in my personal life. Okay, and yet they don't come up.
Exactly, Darth.
Right?
Yep.
I can guarantee you, okay, that none of these people would put a significant amount of money on the line to make their accusations, because I actually have the ability, given that I live my life, to show that this is slanderous and defamatory material. So none of these people would put a significant amount of money on the line.
Yep.
Because they would lose it. This is what vile people they are.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
They are vile, very vile people. All right, so any atheist who's in the audience, if you guys want to have a discussion with us, we would love to hear your thoughts in a mature manner. If you guys want to come up, have a mature conversation with us. We are Christians, and we believe that atheism is an irrational worldview that's impossible to sensibly hold if you want to remain a rational and sensible person. It's impossible.
Of course, spelling is not your strong suit. It's Jimmy, not Himmy.
Even his name, yeah, Himmy.
No, I'm just teasing. Himmy's a good guy.
Himmy Neutron.
Yeah. I'm still waiting. Where are the intelligent unbelievers? No, they're literally scared, where they can't run their mouth off and put a debate straitjacket on people.
Yep.
When look, you can take this to the bank. I would love to talk with Alex O'Connor.
You would love to, Darth, right? Yeah.
I would love to have a talk with him. Alex O'Connor is not nearly as intelligent as people think he is. By the way, I listened to an hour-long lecture of his where he explained why he was an atheist. That was 1 hour of wasted time in my life, because all he could have just said, "Oh, I'm just unconvinced." That was it.
Yep. Exactly.
And by the way, Alex has now Alex has gone from dumb to dumber. He's now going, "Oh, I'm an agnostic." Little does he know that agnostics are atheists who pretend not to be.
Exactly, Darth.
Yeah.
That's you would say, Darth, that's even a worse position. It's more inconsistent, right? I mean, they're all inconsistent views, but yeah.
Well, at least we can respect somebody who says, "Yeah, I'm an atheist and I deny God's existence."
Yes. Yeah.
I got for hate speech this morning because I was talking about how I hate science.
Really?
Yeah, but the appeal worked.
Oh my gosh!
Just discussing science and all. I don't know. People must be fake reporting me.
If you ever enunciate that word HATE, the algorithms automatically, I think, suspend you or something.
No, we weren't. I didn't. I'm just making a joke there, but we were just talking about science and went down for hate speech, but the appeal went through.
Well, this is another reason why I love Donald Trump, in spite of his imperfections. Is the fact that he's going to put the screws to the Chi-Coms And just think of the options that they have. Either you're going to sell ByteDance to an American buyer and make some money off of it, or you get nothing.
Yep. And of course they're going to sell, Darth. They want to make money, right? Like
Of course they're going to sell. Would you not sell and get nothing when you could get billions and billions of dollars?
Exactly.
Okay?
No, yeah, absolutely.
You see, all Donald Trump said is, hey, listen, you get another 30 days. That's it. You either cut a deal or it's lights out. And they will get nothing.
Yeah. I think Darth, the CEO, was present in Trump's inauguration, right? I think he was present there, the CEO of ByteDance or whatever this company is called. Right?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
He's a Chi-Com operative.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you have any thoughts, Darth, on who's gonna buy TikTok from the US?
I don't know. I read a story, I think yesterday, that Microsoft is in talks to buy it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've also read that elsewhere, Darth, Elon Musk was interested in it.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I like Kevin.
I like him as well. Yeah, from Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank, by the way. I watch it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I loathe Mark Cuban.
Yeah, I can't stand him, Darth. I can't stand him. Yeah.
But I like Kevin.
He's a very, very smart businessman and economist.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once again, folks, do you think atheists don't pass by this stream? Of course they do.
Of course they do. Yep.
Yeah. No, they don't. Look, they don't want to join and participate in streams where they're going to be held to a human standard.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm not trying to be mean-spirited, but all of the atheist streamers, with few exceptions, when I listen to them, I just sit there going, these people are mentally deranged. And I'm not saying that because they're denying God's existence, okay?
Yeah.
Video game enthusiasts, come on up and support that statement, please.
Yeah, look he fell into the deception, Darth, that was laid out by the... Yeah, that title is deceptive.
Oh, wait a minute. No. I don't think he's advocating that. That was a complete lie. So Justin put a title on there which was a complete lie. I told him ahead of time that if he continued to be profane and obscene and abuse of me, I wasn't going to stay and dialogue with him. So that's hardly running away. That's putting down a standard, okay? So when he says that I ran away from him, he's an outright liar. That's the kind of person that Justin is, that he has no compunctions about lying. No sane human being that didn't have Darth Dawkins derangement syndrome, having watched the videotape, would say that I ran away from there.
Exactly, Darth. Yep.
Okay. Troopy, come on up.
Troopy, we're gonna block him, right, Darth? Yeah.
Tell you how do you know anything about my personal life? Come on up, Troopy. Okay, so you see, this is how what vile pieces of horseshit these people are.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. First of all, you don't know my personal history. You're just repeating slander. So, Troopy, if you want to come up, tell me where you got your information from. How is your information accurate?
Darth, why doesn't he want to come up?
Why? Because he's a scumbag who just decides he wants to slander.
Exactly. Darth, we have here a soul path. Are you an atheist?
Look, one of my very close relatives, who I won't mention who it was, but one of my very close relatives, became acquainted with some of this internet slander. Okay, and when I say very close, I'm talking about close to know all the details, of my personal life. And my close relative said to me, why are these people spreading these lies? I said, because they're vile atheists. That's why.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is incredibly disgusting, by the way. This is
And
like one of the most disgusting
and my
things.
relative said,
Yeah.
but this stuff is not true. I said, they don't care.
Yeah.
What do they care? Okay.
Yeah. Very unethical people. Yeah. Disgusting, vile people. Yeah.
Saul, what would you like to say?
Well, I'm a believer and a follower of Jesus, but look,
By the way, can I ask you a question, Saul, before? Are you a Trinitarian Christian?
I don't actually know what I am, to be honest. I believe
don't know?
some of the atheist points are hard, you know?
Or
Darth, I
what?
want to talk to you.
They're what?
Some of them are very difficult. So,
Like what?
for example, like King Saul is a hard one, and you know, being commanded to kill children, like the morality of a man killing an innocent child is a hard thing to be commanded by.
Well, okay. So let me ask you this question: what if it's God's decision that several of these people groups, the Canaanites and the Amalekites, were committing sexual sin to such an extent that it introduced a great deal of sexually transmitted diseases and produced very severe genetic defects that would be massively detrimental to their own future populations and would infect surrounding nations, and that we're not the individuals who were to be slain. Were they not going to die anyway?
Okay, that's an interesting point, but I just go.
If you dodge the question, I'm kicking you.
Okay, no, I agree with you.
It's interesting. Good. Were they going to die?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
So they were going to live forever?
Like infinity? Like a soul path. They were sure going to.
So all
Can I
the
just-
Canaanites and the Amalekites, were they eventually going to die?
Everyone is eventually going to die, so yes.
Right. So were the Amalekites going to eventually die?
Yes.
Okay. So God gave the Israelites a command to give them an early departure for his own sufficient reasons. And your grounds to object that is what?
I'm not objecting it. Like God's command is.
When did you become a Christian?
I would say. Well, I've been a Christian.
You're muted, Saul, if you unmute her.
When
But
did
this-
you become a Christian?
So I've been raised Catholic, but I've been like formally following Jesus probably just for 1 year.
Okay. Do you have a Bible?
Not on me.
Okay.
No.
What translation is it?
I read mostly King James.
Okay. What's the fifth book in the New Testament?
The fifth book in the New Testament. I can't remember off the top of my head. So Gospels and then
Okay.
Yeah,
So which
I've
of
only
the-
read through once.
which in the following four people said the following quote? Okay. Was it John the Apostle, John the Baptist, Nicodemus, or Peter? Which of those four people? I'll repeat it again. John the Baptist, John the Apostle, Nicodemus, or Peter? Bible passages in the entire Bible. Do you know who said it? Jesus said it.
Yep.
Okay. What's John 3:16?
exactly. Why is he lying to us, Darth? Like,
What's John 3:16?
Oh man, I do know this one. I just
Bye.
But Darth, like,
Yeah.
what's John 1:1? What's John 1:1, Saul?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a liar, Darth. He's a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark, why
Doesn't
you
know the
lie
fifth
to
book
us?
in the New Testament. Doesn't know who said you must be born again. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Darth, why do they have to lie to us? I don't. Why did this atheist, have to lie?
Because they're trying to have street cred.
Yep. He wanted us to go into the defense to defend the problems that he had without us asking him about his worldview.
Okay, do you understand in warfare there are overt and covert operations?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what they're doing. They're trying to sneak in under the radar, attacking the integrity of the Bible and attack the integrity of God, all the while they're pretending they're Christians.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. There's no Christian who wouldn't know the answers that the questions that Darth was asking, right? Yeah, it's impossible for you to be a Christian and not know these. These are like the most well-known verses.
These are the simplest of questions for any Christian to answer. No, I'm not referring. You see, hey, Lois or Louise. Okay, the guy was clearly lying. Okay, you're so naive and gullible. They think we're stupid.
Yep.
So the fact of the matter is this: God was showing mercy from protecting people in the future from being contaminated by sexually transmitted diseases and other highly likely genetic defects due to their extreme aberrant sexual practices over multiple generations. Okay? And so this is why a part of the reason I believe why God had them eliminated, including down to the children. Okay? Because the children were carrying genetic time bombs in them. Right? And so say, oh, well, they were slaughtered. Well, they were going to die anyway, right? So now your objection is they're just getting an early departure?
Yep.
Okay? Or are you just upset because it was done by the sword? Would it make you feel better if God gave them all heart attacks?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Look, nobody says that we have to find it pleasant that man, woman, and child were ended. Okay? Nobody says we have to find that pleasant. But God has his own sufficient reasons for what he does. Okay?
William Lane Craig gives a modernist response to this, where he might say, like, God has hypothetical knowledge, so God would have known what these children would have done if they would have grown up, and they would have done very evil stuff.
But the problem is that we don't even have to go that far.
Yeah, we don't have absolutely.
We know for a fact that a number of these groups were extremely deviant sexually.
Yeah.
Now that could even including where they're producing offspring through unnatural relations.
Yes.
That would introduce genetic defects.
Yep.
That are of such severity that it would impact not only horribly future generations of these people, but also would infect other nations nearby.
Yep.
With these genetic defects.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a great response. Yeah. Beautiful answer. Yeah.
Okay. And so God has a decision to make. Okay. You either let them remain alive and keep on reproducing and causing other future generations to suffer from these severe genetic anomalies introduced by perverse sexual activity and reproduction, and infect other nearby nations, because you're always going to have people from nearby nations marrying and producing children.
Yeah.
So it was actually an act of mercy to bring all of their lives to a quick end.
Yep.
Rather than these genetic defects and sexually transmitted diseases continue to spread unabated.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
rather than they go, oh, the innocent children, nobody's disputing that the children didn't have the time or the opportunity to rob banks. Okay, that's tongue in cheek, by the way.
Yeah.
They were removed because of the very serious problems that they inherited from their parents. Okay.
Darth, look at Annika. Annika, I invited you to come up because she's now providing you with the contention, Darth. She doesn't
Good.
really.
Come on up.
Yeah, come on up, Annika, or yeah. By the way, Darth, it doesn't need to have. It's a logical That's a possibility that Darth is throwing out there, right? Where Darth is saying it's not.
What is the evidence? We know that when you don't have one man with one woman for life, and you have unrelenting, uncontrolled promiscuity, that you have runaway sexually transmitted diseases and certain sexual practices of engaging in copulation with not only near relatives, but even on the order of parent-child relations. So it's a no-brainer to say that sexually transmitted diseases and genetic. No, he's not a good apologist. Inspiring philosophy. We don't even know that he's a Christian. He will not. Michael Jones will not come out and tell us what his position is on the gospel of Eastern Orthodoxy and the gospel of Catholicism. Michael Jones mocks and ridicules young earth creationism. Michael Jones, it's not that he just simply disagrees with the position. He mocks and ridicules it. He says that the flood was local and not global.
Global, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
This is a guy who drinks hard liquor on camera, okay, while debating Matt Bloviator. He's somebody who glories in consuming alcohol.
Darth, he's even said before that Jesus drank alcohol. Right, it was alcohol.
Look. Yeah. For somebody who claims he does his research, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Exactly. Maybe Michael Jones should read Dr. Robert Teachout's doctoral dissertation on the use of wine in the Bible in the Near East.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Does Michael Jones not even know how they preserved the juice of grapes? It had to be, in order to preserve it, it had to be boiled down into a thick syrup or jam. When you boil grape juice, it kills off all bacteria, even if there were small amounts of fermentation going on, right? The boiling process, alcohol boils at a much lower boiling point than water does. Okay? Now, this is not to say that they didn't know in the Near East how to specially process certain juices of fruits so that it would ferment without rotting. But you had to go through a very specific, carefully controlled process in order to produce that. Okay? They did not ferment grape juice and then bottle it. Right? If you don't go through a special process, right, and you just store grape juice, it rots.
Yep.
So Michael doesn't know what he's talking about. By the way, if anyone wants to read on this, there's an excellent transcription and an audio recording of John MacArthur entitled "The Christian and Alcoholic Beverages," where Christian and Alcoholic Beverages by John MacArthur. There's also a folder in my pCloud drive called The Bible and Wine, and there's a number of really good books in there on the issue of what the nature of wine was in the Old and New Testament.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it any wonder, and I'll stop on my hobby horse when it comes to Michael Jones, is it any wonder somebody who glories in consuming alcohol, especially hard liquor on camera when debating Matt Dillahunty, is somebody who wants to justify the consumption of alcohol and say Jesus drank alcohol?
I think this is absolutely disgusting, Darth.
Well, this is why I don't have any respect for Michael Jones, and I'm ashamed of those Christians that are aligning with him.
Yep. Darth, we have here John Perry. John Perry, are you an atheist?
Yeah, John, if you don't speak, we're going to have to remove you.
Right. I think we're going to have to remove you.
Just remove him. He can come back up.
Yeah. So Darth,
maybe he was picking his nose and was looking for a tissue.
yeah, Darth. He claimed that our Lord drank alcohol. I find that to be despicable. Yeah.
Yeah. Based upon what?
Yeah.
Based upon what?
All right. We have here Darth. The report. Are you an atheist?
Absolutely not. And I'm sorry.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, thank you guys. I am a Christian. I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for letting me up here for a moment. You guys are doing great work. I know the Bible says to cast not your pearls before swine. So I know you guys take very careful and how you approach each and every person. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm praying with you and praying for you guys also. Keep doing what you're doing.
Once they pull off the mask and they reveal that they're scum buckets, they get dropped.
Yep. Yeah, I see that.
I don't have to agree with them. They can sit there and argue with me all day long that God doesn't exist, and we can walk away respecting one another as long as they conduct themselves in a mature fashion. But 99.9% of these atheists conduct themselves worse than ADD teenagers at the cafeteria table.
Yeah, that's something else, right? Like, it really shows the colors that they don't have much color, right?
Yeah, they're frauds. They're all of them. They're all frauds.
That's right.
Show me one mature and thoughtful atheist streamer on TikTok. Just show me one.
And they always have to appeal to, let's say, something else outside of just, the pure knowledge of this is what we have a test through, not experimentation, but apparently through results, right? The result of
they're not. They have no basis to talk about results in a world without God. Because what is it that actualizes the regularity in the world? What is it?
Especially when the textbooks are always assumingly changing nowadays, right? So it's out of the water for them. It really boils back down to principle, and we give it to God, right?
No, look, there's a reason why the overwhelming majority of them are deceptive and evasive and filibusterers, and they're verbally disruptive. There's a reason behind this. Okay. Now, granted, there are some theists that you will run into on these social networks, like on Clubhouse and on TikTok, that we would all reasonably conclude are whack jobs.
That's right.
But the skeptical community, with rare exception, are whack jobs. They lie, they dodge, they evade, they throw out non sequiturs. They don't want to have an intelligent, mature interaction.
Mm-hmm. It's no good. But you guys keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you guys, and thank you again for letting me up. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Darth, look, the person we brought up before Soul Path is saying, I believe God exists and that the Bible is hard to grapple with. And he claims to be a Christian, Darth.
Yeah, hey, pretty boy Mars, why don't you come up and explain to us your worldview? Let's see how badass you are. Because you like to shoot your mouth off on other streams. Why don't you come up, pretty boy?
Oh, he's an atheist, Darth? Okay, let's bring him up. What's it?
Yeah, come on up, pretty boy.
Let me invite him.
Let's see how courageous you are.
Oh, why isn't he coming up, Darth?
Why do you think?
Yeah, that's a very stupid question from my end.
It's because he's scared of all this face right here. I'm the pretty boy face, Mars.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Tab, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When your wife asks you to change the light bulb, in the lamps in the living room, are you ever tempted to put the light bulb, the metal part with the threads in your mouth to see if it lights up?
No, but I don't change the light bulb. I change the house and put. I
Okay.
lift the house up.
You know why I said that, right? You know who's famous for doing
Why?
that? Uncle Fester.
Who?
Jackie
he
Coogan.
did?
He would put the light bulb in his mouth
That's
and
right.
it would light up.
That's right. Yeah, I get a new light bulb and change the house. I'm on my fourth house.
How many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb?
How many psychiatrists?
Just
I don't
one.
know. Let me think about that.
Just one. But that light bulb has to truly and sincerely want to change.
That's right.
How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb?
Now they can't find a man to change it.
No, 11. 1 to actually put the
Oh.
light bulb in, and 10 to think of the sexual implications.
There you go. Hey, we got 7. It's some of these atheists better be careful. We have 777 likes. That's God's number.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know,
They better like it
it's
to change the
amazing.
number.
We have atheists running amok on TikTok, and they just don't show up. The few that do very quickly reveal themselves for the trolls that they are.
Right.
I love that guy. What was his name? Giovanni. He was a real piece of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your standard? And then he just gives this nondescript, vague answer. Who knows what it means? Well, that wasn't an answer. Oh, yes, it was. You just didn't like what you heard. Oh my gosh.
Well, he's half right. He didn't like what he heard because you didn't hear anything.
That's not why. These people are just too much.
It's crazy. How's everybody doing today? Ready for Friday?
Yep.
Friday, yeah. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah. Thank God it's Friday.
GIF. Yeah.
That's right.
Should be
I'm wondering
interesting what we're going to find out about the airplane accident to see who was piloting it, who was actually the air traffic controllers, and to what extent the DEI infiltration into the FAA had any involvement in leading up to the accident.
We should have this Mateo, this Jew pastor. He says this Talmudic Jew your pastor warned you about. Come on up.
Oh, coming up.
He was invited. I don't know who invited him, but be interesting. See why he's denying his Messiah.
I saw a candidate that was appointed by the Biden administration to head a top position at the FAA, and he was being questioned by a congressman, and he didn't even know the basics about aeronautics. And here he was going to be appointed to a top. I mean, this is really. This just shows you the absolute evil of the Biden administration, that they're appointing people to the FAA who don't even know the basic answers. You know, like a guy said, he said to this guy, he said, could you explain to me what are several conditions that can cause an airplane to go into a stall? Guy couldn't answer the question. I could have answered that question. Okay. Guy couldn't
here we go.
And
Paul talk.
Yeah. We're not doing this again, Saul.
You're not
done.
me.
Bye.
Yeah, I just came here. Someone brought him up, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not bringing him up.
I might have done that.
That's fine.
You do it again, I'm kicking you.
See, John Perry needs to be blocked.
John Perry? Yeah, that's...
Or does he need to be blocked or not? I don't know. I think I remember what he said. You know what's amazing to me, Darth, is like most people want like followers. You know what I mean? They want people to be in their crowd. We have to block the people out of the crowd, and then they come back again. You're really like popular.
Look, they're mentally ill. And by that, I don't mean, you know, in a technical psychiatric sense. I mean that they're spiritually, mentally warped and twisted.
Yeah, Darth, we have here
We
equality.
talked to equality before.
We're the
Equality's
biggest
back
running
up.
hour on TikTok. The
Equality.
dark
Are you an
dark
atheist?
needs to run.
Are you an atheist? Equality.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's an atheist, Darth.
Okay, can you tell me why there's no God?
No, that's a fallacious question. Why there's no God? That's like asking why there's no leprechaun.
Equality. Is it your position that God does not exist?
My position is that there's no evidence to support the claims that God does exist. By the way,
So you're not denying
please let me
God.
finish answering the question before you.
No, I'm about to kick.
You're going to run.
Okay.
It's in your nature.
No, I'm not running.
The Darth Darts is known as running.
If you don't,
It's called the Darth
stop,
Dart.
Look, if you don't stop your trolling right now, I'm going to kick you. You are acting in a completely undignified, non-adult manner, and I would rather not
Run
kick you.
from every debate you've ever had.
Okay, equality. That's the second warning I gave you. If you persist,
You boot everyone.
Goodbye.
When Howard run.
Okay, you see.
What's wrong with these atheists?
You see, they're like clockwork. These people are psychotic. This is not normal human behavior.
It's not normal.
No.
Yeah, what's up with Tab with that? Like, every interaction we have is like.
This is not. You see, when you call them out for their really bad conduct, then they go, "You're running. No, it's called.
So
we have standards.
Here's my question to Equality. Is he running from God because of his beliefs in what he's doing is okay?
No.
Like, Tab, this is like incredible that every atheist we talk will behave in this manner, where they keep on interrupting Darth, not allowing him to speak.
Yeah.
Evading.
I think he doesn't want to see evidence for God because he's suppressing the truth and righteousness.
Notice that he stands tall and proud that he's an atheist, but then they immediately run away and redefine atheism as a mental state without external propositional content.
Exactly.
I mean, these
Darth,
people. Welcome,
Yeah, absolutely,
Samurai.
Darth. Darth, we have your samurai. Are you an atheist?
See, that was going to be my question as I entered this chat. Because obviously, you can tell by just to tell by my picture, you can tell by my picture that I'm not from the Western Hemisphere. I was born here, but so
what are you?
I'm Korean.
No, well, I mean your worldview. What worldview do you subscribe to?
Sorry.
I think I've talked to this guy before.
Oh, okay. Are you?
Have I talked
what
to
are
you
you?
before?
I don't know.
Are you the Korean son of God?
No. I'm not.
Samurai, do you accept and acknowledge that God exists as the creator?
How do I say this? You can't deny the the human history of the of the events, right? Like
Okay, Samurai, are you recovering from the flu?
No.
Okay, we're going to try one more time. Do you accept and acknowledge God as creator? If I don't get a straight answer with that further warning, I'm going to kick you.
I'm not here to cause any.
What's your worldview? Why doesn't he want to answer, Darth?
Bye. Back to Korea.
It's like it's so annoying.
It's a simple question.
Did I not just tell him if I don't get a straight answer to my question, I'm kicking you? And as soon as I stop talking, he starts dodging.
Just answer the question. Like, just give us your worldview, and that's it. And we have here Darth Annika. Annika, are you an atheist?
Hey Gary, Jack was in the comments earlier. Why didn't you invite him up?
Okay.
Are you an? What's wrong with this guy?
Why don't you invite him up? Are you scared?
Thank you for letting me know. By the way, that wasn't Jack. That was another person with another username. And you're muted and you're blocked.
There we go. And we thank him, Darth, for coming up so that we can block him.
See, once again, we have another mentally ill troll. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First of all, let's make it very clear for the people in the audience who don't know. This person, Jack, that they're referring to, and that wasn't even Jack, is a very greasy, slippery, very weird and perverted individual who 14 years ago was such a mental case that I told him I would no longer be interacting with him because he didn't know how to conduct himself as an adult. And this individual has been obsessed with me for 14 years, engaging in stalking, harassing, and encouraging others to do the same. Is that a ukulele?
Yeah, just got it from Hawaii.
I didn't know you were from Hawaii. So anyway,
from Maui.
So you see, I have some standards. I learned many years ago that when people let me know that they're full-blown scumbags and dishonest, at a certain point, I no longer talk with them ever again. Right? Why would I want to waste my time with these people?
Darth, he's been caught saying that he's attracted to 12-year-old girls. He's admitted this.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, you don't think, Darth, that he's a normal person, right?
No, I don't.
He's in his 50s, I think.
And there's a lot of atheists that agree.
Darth,
so look, if I was invited to speak and challenge 8 atheists, more than 8 atheists with PhDs, why would I be afraid of some wannabe, some philosopher bro on the internet, right?
Yep.
Why would I openly expose myself to all comers as long as they follow the rules, that they act in an intelligent and an honest manner? Okay? I'm here every day. I've been on the internet on a regular basis for 14 years. But I guess I'm afraid of these people, aren't I? I'm just afraid. Yeah.
And Darth, it's been also shown that he also engages in peeping Tom behaviors. And voyeurism and stuff like that. Jack, yeah. That's from his atheist buddies claiming that, yeah. But we don't need to discuss that again.
You're Nan. What would you like to say?
You're Nan. Are you an atheist?
Yes.
He's an atheist, Darth.
Yeah, hold on.
I'd rather someone be a peeping Tom than
let me
have their wife.
Get rid of this guy. Okay, don't bring up this cautious badger. Okay,
that's quite sad.
Who's this?
Do not. Yeah, don't bring him up again. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Bye, little boy.
Bye. Okay, Darth, you have
here. Go ahead.
Yeah, your Nan is an atheist, Darth. He admitted that he's an atheist.
Okay, can you tell me why?
Just the stories in the Bible.
How old are you, your Nan? How old are you?
Why would that matter?
Kai Nielsen, the famous. Your Nan, the atheist philosopher Kai Nielsen said all of the reasons for God may fail, but it still may be the case that exist. Attempting to criticize the biblical narrative doesn't get you to grounding that God doesn't exist. So can you tell me why God doesn't exist?
I haven't seen any definite proof of the existence of God.
Okay. So
it seems illogical.
So you haven't seen any proof that the world depends upon God. Have you seen proof that the world is independent of God?
The story of evolution is quite definite. The DNA mutations created with the connection.
And is the claim that mutations aided by selection processes, is that observable, testable, and repeatable?
DNA strands interact.
Answer the question or you're going to get kicked.
I'm trying to answer the question.
No, that's not an answer to the question. Is mutations aided by selection processes to produce the entire genome of the animal kingdom, aka a universal common ancestry, is that observable, testable, and repeatable?
Not everything in this world is repeatable.
No. Yeah. So it's not observable, testable, and repeatable?
Correct. What I'm saying is...
Then, hold on a second. How old are you?
Why does that matter?
If you don't answer the question now, I'm kicking you.
I did answer the question.
Goodbye, little boy.
Why is he evading?
Yeah, and by the way, next time you come up, please do not try to do an impression of Kermit the Frog.
Hello, I am Kermit the Frog here.
Well,
yeah,
Kermit the Frog. Yeah. So here, first of all, although it was intended by Darwin to.
That's not what he said.
Can I finish saying?
No, because you asked
about that, but that was it. But appealing to evolution doesn't, in and of itself, get you to there's no God. Even though people do embrace it because they think it allows them to think that they have no need of God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. People are so gullible when it comes to evolution. There is no statistical or probabilistic reason whatsoever to believe that mutations aided by selection processes, even over millions or billions of years, could produce the genome of the entire animal kingdom as we know it. There's simply not enough time and trials, even in an unimaginably grandiose universe that might have 1 trillion star systems.